Good morning. How you doing? Good morning. Can you guys hear me?
I can hear you, Lisa. I'm on a hold with the bank for 20 minutes, so I don't want to hang up.
Oh, no
I'll be 1
problem.
minute, I hope.
Oh, that's a pain in the butt.
Oh my God. Sorry about that.
Don't worry about it. How's everyone doing? Jonette, can you hear?
You know what? I just hung up. Sorry.
Okay.
I'm like, it's stupid. I've been on for like 20 minutes waiting.
Oh.
I'm like,
You Therese,
Sullivan.
your name looks funny. Yeah,
I
Sullivan.
saw that. I was trying to separate it. Haste makes waste.
That's so funny.
I
Well,
also
good morning.
wanted to touch base with you on that luxury thing that you had mentioned at some point. We don't have to
Well,
talk.
absolutely, absolutely. And I'm actually, it's been a slow rollout. So I'm hoping to make sure I get more information in the next week or so, but I think I'm going to have a committee, like just a meeting with people who are interested. Some people qualify, some people don't, but how do we get to a qualification? How do we bring our office into that division? Like there's a new girl that just joined and she lives in Hingham and, she says to me, so, I'm up against all these Hingham people who have, Caldwell, Ravis, and, we
Yeah.
don't have an office in Hingham. And I said, well, a lot of people work from home. You have an office at home. So you do have an office in Hingham. She said, I just want to make sure, how am I going to work that into my conversation? Because she feels like, how is she going to compete in the Hingham market?
Well, it is so funny because I have friends in both Hingham and Milton, and they say the same things like, oh, it's Colwell there. You guys, they think of that. And then one of them, my cousin works for Colwell, and I saw this thing that she posted the other day, and I was wondering if Keller Williams does anything like it. Did you ever hear of Real Vitalize?
No.
It says that her post said something like, are you looking to sell? Don't worry about any costs to get your house ready. We'll take care of plumbing, painting, staging. You don't have to do anything with our whatever. And then we'll pay it.
So Compass started with that. It's a concierge service. So what they do is they have them sign a contract. They take all that money out when it sells, and there's, wording in there. So they actually pay for it.
Yeah, at closing, it said something like that. Yeah.
Well, we do that personally on my team for some people. We had someone, we charged him 6%. We took care of everything. We did the cleaning. So instead of charging him per thing, we just did everything, cleaning, staging. We put a home warranty. We did everything. And he lives in Lexington, and he had a house here in Quincy. So we out of pocket ended up paying for the whole thing because we charged them 6%. But some people, we did probably close to $10,000 for a client who was out of this country, and he needed the whole house done. But you know what? We have the funds. Not everybody's going to have the funds, for that.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't worry about that. Just say, oh, well, you mean that you're paying for it and you're paying a fee on top of that too.
Okay, because I was like, oh, it sounded like, ooh, that sounds good.
Makes
Take the
things
load
easy,
off.
right? It makes things super easy. And, if you want to do that for a client, you're just going to make sure they're going to pay you back. And the other thing is, they're probably taking a little bit off the top. Compass is probably doing that. Caldwell probably does that as well. They're making a little money off the top. And then you have let's say you have your guy go in and paint. If there's some sort of problem, what's going to happen? So you do need some protection there, but that's a bunch of BS.
Yeah, okay.
Give you as many people as you want to hire. You don't have to pay top of the line prices. I understand they have that service and they also make you pay top of the line and they make money on the top of that. Do you really want to do that right now? You know, I
Okay,
mean, it, you just have to have obviously the right scripts to talk about, well, is it the company who sells your house or is it the agent who sells your house? You
okay,
know, we have a much bigger reach than Caldwell. We have a higher, our luxury division is we have more luxury properties than any other company across the continent. So I can say that with
Wow.
confidence.
oh, that's good to know.
Mhm. We have more agents, we sell more luxury properties.
Hmm.
So they're just, it's, we brand ourselves and some part of that can be muddied down so that if your sign is this color and my sign is this color, your sign has your picture on it, mine has my picture. It doesn't look like it, we probably don't get as much recognition, although we have more signs. But if you look at Caldwell or you look at Ravis or you look at, Sotheby's, their sign is exactly the same everywhere you go. And maybe the rider has the person's name on it. So it looks like they have more property under contract, but it's not true. But that's why.
Lisa, how do you protect yourself from getting burnt with costs you have to expend on a seller's behalf? They cancel the contract or they decide that,
Well, we try to write that in the contract and make sure that we haven't had an issue yet.
Yeah.
And I just have faith. I try to think people are better. I think people are more good than bad. So it's really probably a leap of faith. But that's what that is. And so, the way to compete with that is tell them, well, do you get to choose who comes in and does your work? And is there a premium priced on top of that when you sell your home? Your net number is going to be much lower than if you work with me. When you work with me, you're going to get much more money in your pocket. And I can, suggest vendors for you. I can even meet them at your house. I can do that for you. And some vendors will say, fine, when you sell the house, you can pay me then. So some sellers are good, or some vendors are good like that if you have a relationship with them. So there's a little trick to everything. There's a reason they're doing that. Compass started doing that. So I found some great buyer scripts this morning. I'll have to put up later. But do you guys want to go right into working on some of the things we did the other day?
sure.
I hate when I'm not sure where I am here. So I wanted to have my screen share up, but I didn't.
You need an assistant.
Right? I just need to be, I was looking at other things, so there was some great scripts this morning. I found so I printed a few out and I figured later I'll scan them in. And they were buyer scripts because we don't have a lot of buyer scripts.
That's true, we don't.
Who's that? Okay. So who's got some clients that they need to work with?
I do.
And what are they looking to do? Are they looking to purchase or buy?
Everyone's buying, hope, but
Okay,
there's nothing to buy.
all right. Let me see. There are homes to buy. How are you going to find some homes that are not on the market? Has anybody done some off-market prospecting? We all have Cole Realty, is that right?
Yep.
Okay. So if you have a buyer, what are you doing? How are you working that?
Calling them up and saying, hey, now's a great time to buy or sell, if I'm working with a buyer, in Randolph, for example,
Mhm.
this year over last year, homes are selling on an average of $50,000 more and selling in less time. So if you thought about listing your home, potentially later, you might want to think about it, how that might impact your plans if you were to list your home now. I can send you a CMA or home value if you'd like to know what your home is worth in today's market.
Have you sent one out, Jonette? Have you sent out a CMA this week?
I didn't send out a CMA this week. I did not,
Okay.
but
Do you have someone targeted that you can do that for?
I
Someone
do.
from, okay, awesome. You can do a pre-qual first and then do the CMA will help a lot. Have you all used a pre-qual?
What do you mean pre-qual?
A pre-qualification form before you do that CMA? Or, it just goes through a lot of questions about, if you were, can you describe your house for me? Because if you haven't been in it,
Right.
you want to get in there. And if you can't get in there to do that, then you need to find out, are there hardwood floors? What's going on with that house?
Right. I have a couple, the two that I know actually are people I know. She was gonna list her house before. Now she's gonna have to because she retired and she really can't afford to. So at some point she's gonna be looking to list that home. So I've been talking to her about listing it now before she gets into any problems with her mortgage. And
Mhm.
the other guy is a family member who has some work to do on the deed. His mom passed away, left him the house, and it's just too much for him. So
So what does he need to do to get it done? He can't
mom
just put
didn't
it
have a will. She didn't put him on the deed.
on? Okay.
So, but he is the only child. So,
Okay.
so he just needs to do that. So I've been talking to him about getting that done, and he's not exactly sure if he wants to sell, but I think he says his properties probably could net at least $1 million, probably.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
He's-
mean, we got to get people on. We need to get listings. Listings are leverage, but I can tell you the other thing is, not everything's selling for top dollar. I put one on this week for $3.99 thinking, oh, this is perfect. I told them $4.25 before I saw it. When I got there, I said, no, we got to do $3.99. It needs work. And I have one offer and it's well
Yeah.
below asking. And that's the only offer I have. And there are 4 houses for sale in the entire, it's in Abington. So, no matter what, not everything is selling at top dollar.
Okay.
That, we have to be careful about what how we're pricing and inform our sellers. So, he's a little bummed out. He thought maybe it would be exciting, and I did too. And we end up going, no, well, we've really got to maybe work on the price, or I have another showing today, hoping to we got these buyers up a little bit, but probably not enough.
That hurts.
Chris, are you on? I keep having you in the waiting room.
He's muted.
Oh, we can't hear you.
Yeah, I'm on my phone and my laptop. My laptop seems to be bogging down for some reason, so that's why you see me on the phone, and
Okay.
maybe my laptop is finally saying, "Hey, I'm here."
Okay. So I want to get right into some scripts. And, I mean, listings are where to get, we need to, we need objection handlers with our buyers, but, they're kind of like, they are what they are. We're going to write up the offers. We're going to do the best we can, try to do some strategies. But if we have listings, we have leverage. So there's obviously I put up a listing plan of action, but I feel like there were 55 expireds on February 1st. Did anybody notice that?
No, you mean statewide?
Yeah, the ones in this area,
Oh, South
there were
Shore.
55 of them. So that was pretty good. So you can work on those or your circle dials. So here's something. I circle dialed, I door knocked, I left papers in everyone's, door. Somebody came on the market. I got in there before the open house and we're under contract. And we got under contract before the first open house. So it works. And I think you guys need to just step out of that box and do that for your clients. And you may not get that might not be the house for them, but it's going to be a house that maybe someone else wants. So step out of the box, get yourself into that, it's cold out, but you could walk around and just, do 10 doors. That's it. If you did 10 doors a day, 50 doors a week, you're probably going to get it, then followed up with another phone call. You're probably going to get something happening. And if you are like me and you think, the vibration you put out it comes back to you, then, that's going to happen anyway, because the more you do, the more it will come back to you. So here's expireds. I think we should just, someone should call and let's use these. I like the other powerful closes a little bit more, but can you guys see that?
Yeah, we can see it.
Okay. So Jonette, why don't you do this? Why don't you give John Carlos a call and ask him to list his house?
Oh, okay. This is just
Sorry.
close.
Yeah, so this is just, I'm gonna ask you to wing it and say, hey, you're calling him and you noticed his house was on the market and, you want to get an appointment. So I want you to
Ad lib.
what you have in your head with confidence and then try to close him.
Okay, that's a good challenge. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. Ring, ring.
Good morning.
Good morning. Hi, my name's John. I'm with Keller Williams Realty. Is this, are you the owner of 125 Main Street? Hello?
Hello?
Hi. Are you the owner of 125 Main Street?
Yes.
Hi, nice to meet you. My name's Johnette, in case you didn't hear me. I noticed that your home is expired. It just recently expired a few days ago. Are you aware of that?
Yes, we had it on the market for about 180 days, and unfortunately, we didn't get much activity, so we took it off.
I'm really surprised to hear that. You didn't get much activity. What do you think went wrong?
Well, in this climate, it's it's been a little difficult trying to get people either interested. We're close to the city, as I'm sure you know, and not a lot of things going on right now this time. So we, we tried again 180 days, but not sure. Yeah, we repriced it, and so far nothing. I don't know.
That's very odd. You didn't even get an offer.
No, just a few showings, but no offers. No.
Well, generally, when a home doesn't sell, there's a reason for it. What do you, so you don't know, you have not a clue as to why you think why it didn't sell?
No idea. No. Maybe it's my realtor. I don't know.
Well, are you familiar with what I do to get homes sold?
No. Please tell me what makes you different than the rest of the guys.
Well, I'm proactive for one. I don't sit around and wait for buyers to come to me. I proactively look for buyers. I call, and I network with my fellow agents. Right here just in Braintree alone, my office, we have over 200 agents, and many of them, and I might even go out on a limb and say even the majority of them have sellers looking for a home that fits your description. Maybe it would be okay if you and I get together. We could do it I could come to your home and take a look at the house to see what it looks like, and maybe give you some ideas.
Two alternative closes, give them 2 times.
One of these? Oh.
Jump right in, just to, like, hey, how about Wednesday? I'll show you how I can do that at Wednesday at 3 or Friday at 4.
Okay. Well, Wednesday, I have some time Wednesday at 3 o'clock. Alternatively Friday at 4.
Juliet, let me ask you a question. Are you familiar with this market? How familiar are you with this area?
Well, I specialize in this area. This is the area that I work in, the South Shore area. I've worked all the way from Plymouth to
I study the market every day. Keep it really simple. I study the market every day.
I study the market every day. And I'm very familiar with this area. Not only do I work here in this area, I actually live in this area as well. So I have
Okay.
And
Wednesday.
just stay quiet for a second, wait for them.
Oh,
You know,
wait.
The power of silence, the power of silence will be really, really awesome. And they'll also know you're listening.
Well, I mean, Keller Williams is, I've heard a lot of, I had a friend who sold his house to Keller Williams, and, you know, you guys have such a great reputable brand that, sure, yeah, I'd love to have you come by and meet one day
Yay.
this week if possible.
Okay, great. 3 o'clock on Wednesday, or I have some additional time on Thursday at 5. Which one of those times is best for you?
Sure, Wednesday 3 is perfect.
Okay, perfecto. I will see you then. And, okay, so that's
Excellent.
it. I didn't
So, you
pre-qualify.
know, like instead of, so I think one of the things we all do is we get into a lot of conversation and we need to get to the appointment. And when you think about it, we want to build rapport,
Right,
but you want to get to that appointment and you don't want to talk commission. You don't want to talk, you want to try to get there, as much information as possible in a very short period of time, but mainly you want to get in front of them. So get that appointment.
okay, thank you.
Is Chris still on here? Did he disappear? I just can't see everybody. I don't know if he went anywhere. So if so, Teresa, do you want to call me or you want me to call you?
You can call me. I'm not as good as did you do that off the cuff or were you following the script, Jonette?
Oh, that was off the cuff.
Yeah.
You were awesome. It was really good. It was really
Thank you.
good.
My
See?
script, I have a great script class that I go to. It's really awesome. You should participate. It's really helped a lot.
Well, you see, you do know what to say. At first you were nervous, but you do know what to say. And it was awesome. I just want you to get used to
Saying
being
it.
a little more aggressive,
Yeah.
getting right to that, getting right to that appointment.
Okay.
So then you get all, and you can always call later and do a pre-qualification.
Oh, okay. I could do the
You or have somebody say, hey, Teresa, can you call about the pre-qual? I have an appointment at 3 o'clock on Thursday and I just don't want to call, So I used to be like that. I'd be like, Masha, can you call for me and ask the questions? And she would, and I'd get this piece of paper and say, oh, describe your house, from a 1 to 10 is, where would it lie? 10 being the best. Oh, about an 8. Well, what would it take to be a 10? I need to redo a bathroom. Okay. So like I had information. What price won't you go below? 350. Okay. So I know I can get at least 350 out of this person.
Okay. Nice.
So those are really good. And, lean on others in the office if you want them to do those calls for you. And then you get this piece of paper and it's like gold because you show up, you have leverage, somebody who did that for you. And you show up with all this information and you know a little bit about them, and then you can go over the whole thing with them when you're there. Back to the motivation. So, good. Ring, ring.
Hello.
Hi, Teresa. This is Lisa Axios from Keller Williams Realty. How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
Great, great. I was just calling because I noticed that your house is no longer on the market. Have you given up? Have you given up the thoughts of selling your home?
I think I'm going to wait till the spring.
Okay. Well, can I ask you, where was it you were going to go when you sold?
I'm going south.
Excellent, excellent. So when do you need to be there?
Well, when I sell my house.
Okay, great. So you'd still like to sell. What do you think happened that it didn't sell the first time?
Honestly, I think it was COVID.
Oh, right. Well, I can tell you that during that time, a lot of homes did sell. Not sure. There's usually 3 things. Did you have people in? Did people come in? I don't know why I said
Yes, we had a few open houses. And like I said, I think between the economy, COVID, people being afraid to go out, the winter, I just think it was the timing.
Okay, I understand that. It's been a tough year. So before you get yourself tied up in a contract again with that last agent, what about spending 15 minutes with me and I'll show you what I can do to get your home sold?
Can I tell you honestly, Lisa, you are about the 25th person that's called me, and I'm just kind of overwhelmed and sick of it all, and I just want to wait till the spring.
Sure, I totally get that. So one thing I would say is waiting till the spring. I'd say the spring is now compared to last year, because last year we didn't even get, I don't know why, I'm trying to let people in and they're not coming in. Let's see. Last year we had multiple people who didn't go on the market. So I'm thinking this spring we're going to have a lot coming on very soon. And when that happens, just like anything else, the supply and demand changes and you'd have more competition. If you go on the market right now, we have lots of buyers that can purchase, and we can have a 90-day time frame for you to get to where you'd like to go. So it gives you a little time. You can usually work with buyers and stretch out that closing date if that works. So Tuesday at 12, I can show you what it looks like to work with me, and I can go over my listing plan of action. Are you available Tuesday at 3 or Wednesday at 5?
I'm just a little hesitant. Like, you're saying you have buyers. Where were all these buyers when we had open houses and all these realtors keep telling me they had buyers? Why didn't they bring them?
That's a great question. Well, I can tell you this, there's this, your agent has to sell the home to us, and then also we have to sell it to the buyers. So your agent never contacted me. So that's something we do, is we contact other agents and let them know your home's for sale. They
You
did not.
call all of them?
We try to call most of the agents who are at the top, they have most of the listings or the buyers. We're very proactive. And at that time, I did not receive a call from your agent promoting your home.
Oh, that's disappointing. And it doesn't go out on MLS?
Yeah, I'm sure it was on MLS, but it wasn't brought to my attention. I
Mm,
believe your photos were a little bit off, and maybe the price may have been out of my buyer's price range at that time.
okay, interesting.
Are you familiar with what we do to get homes sold?
Do you do something different than other agents?
Absolutely. So on Thursday at 3, I can come over and show you. It'll take me only 15 minutes, and I can show you what we can do to get your home sold. No obligation. We'll go over the paperwork and just take a look at what your house, how we can present your house in a different fashion. And sometimes it just takes a minor change to get your home sold. I specialize in homes that didn't sell the first time. How about Friday at 3? Does that work for you?
Well, you've caught my interest. So yes, Friday at 3 would be great.
Okay, excellent. Thank you. I'll see you then.
Okay, then Lisa, then I would freak out saying, okay, what am I going to say that's different than other?
Exactly. It won't really, and as much as I used to think that too, I'd be like, oh, what can I show that's different? Everybody's different. You just show up and you are different. What's your plan? What is your market analysis looks different. The way that you speak looks different. You look, everything's different. They might try to say, well, especially with an expired listing, I can tell you, there's always something you can kind of pick apart. Oh, they didn't have all the room measurements in there. I saw that. Do you know there's a lot of people who really like the room measurements or floor plans? Some people won't even look at a house unless they know what that floor plan is, because, I've found we actually have a buyer who needs to fit the kitchen table, and it's so big, and she's every single time, how big is the kitchen? How big is the kitchen? This house is too small for my table. So she's missing out on a million houses. So you can say that, you can say the photography, you can say the agent didn't reach out. At that time, you didn't have a buyer, but now you do have some buyers. There's so many different
Mhm.
angles you can come at, and, just tweaking something and trying something a little bit different. They're the low hanging fruit. So Matthew, how you doing? Matthew is the expired king here.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
I am. So I just logged on as I told you I would report back from the other day, and was running around this morning. I just got home. So
Oh.
sorry. I would have logged on while I was in the road, but I
That's
would have been in
okay.
a pain to try to read scripts. So I didn't.
That's fine. So tell us, what did you do?
Well, so since I know Monday, I told you I'd tell you how it went. So I made 2 appointments, and then one of them had, and I think we're probably gonna get a new listing, in, oh God, I already forget. I make so many, I think it was, Boston. I'm trying to remember where it was.
Good
It
for you. So
was-
can you tell everybody how it is that you did that?
Yeah, through I mean, I just call expired leads. I focus on them and I set, I call them, and like we're doing here, the pre-qualifying scripts, I try to get as much information as possible before actually meeting. And this was over a Zoom meeting, so didn't even need to meet them physically in person. And then we just send the agreement over, the contract, just email it to them and they send it back. We don't even need to meet them physically to start working with them.
How cool is that? How
Yeah.
cool is that? I mean, you've really like have a passion for the expireds, and it's working for you. And I was saying that to Rick last night. I used to be really passionate about the expireds, and that's really what got me started. And I need to do more of them again, because, they're probably selling, they may need to buy, they probably have a friend, that you're gonna look like you rescued them. You're like, Matthew is Superman to them. So, you guys can go and make yourself a superhero by, helping an expired person. Remember, they feel sad, they feel angry, they feel embarrassed. Their house didn't sell in a market that everybody said your house is going to sell. How awful is that for them? It's just terrible. So you have to remember that and say, but you also have to have that confidence that I can do this. And believe me, you're going to go over there, your shoes are going to be shaking. You're not going to know what the heck you're going to say, because you're going to get yourself all anxious. I'm there with you, I swear. And, but you start to talk and you start to gain some rapport. And you look around, you go, I can sell this house, mostly almost every time, because I can sell this house. This is a beautiful house. Show me the features that are most important to you, make them feel good. So I'd say that's great. And I suggest anyone who has a buyer with any interest, go circle dial a neighborhood or street that they like and stay on it. Every street is probably going to have a for sale sign on it this spring. Every street, everyone. I bet you it's going to be crazy. So if you do 10 of those a day, 50 a week, you're probably pretty likely to get something. And continue with the market analysis. Don't forget, get those out. And even if, you say, this is sight unseen, I just want to send it to you, Joe, I know you're my friend and you're not really looking to sell. I just want to show you what I do. It's a good thing. It's a good thing to remind people what you do. Easy way. So Teresa, you're the only one that didn't, I think you and John Carlos did not get to really have some objections. We're at 9:04. Do you want to do something though?
Sure.
Okay. So,
Don't give her a chance to say no. Get it going.
John Carlo, how about you? Do you want to be a homeowner again? Do you mind?
Sure.
You're
Yeah.
a great homeowner.
Yes, you're a very nice one.
I'm at home, so I might as well.
So Teresa, I think you should give him a call and try to close in on that. And
Okay.
Matthew, if you have some pointers, you can jump on in here.
Okay.
This is not my favorite part.
Okay, you did.
Okay.
This is where we grow, getting out of our comfort zone. You got this, Teresa.
Okay. Ring, ring.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. Is this John Carlo?
Yes, you caught me at a really bad time. I'm actually on the way out. Can I help you?
Yes, this is Teresa Sullivan calling from Keller Williams Realty. I'm sorry this is a bad time, but do you have a minute to talk while you're getting ready to leave?
Sure. How can I help you?
So I noticed that your house is no longer listed. It's expired.
Yes, we took it off the market about a week ago. The agent just wasn't doing what he was supposed to be doing. Yeah, he wasn't calling me. He wasn't giving me any type of feedback on what was wrong with the house or what needed to be fixed. And
Oh,
I
no.
said, you know, we're done with him. I could, we couldn't deal with him.
Well, I know you're short on time, but I'd love to get together with you and I could show you exactly what I do to get homes sold. And, you know, usually it's one of three things. It's the marketing, the location, and I can't remember what else.
The
So
price,
if
maybe?
The
It's
price, sorry. Thanks for the
marketing.
help.
It's not
Sure.
location, just because we can't change that.
Change that, the marketing
Marketing, location, and condition.
and condition.
And,
Okay.
but you can pick anything, and you can just say, you know, I just want to come and see it so I can help you.
Yeah, I'd love to get over and see it and talk to you. And if you don't have the time, I could do it over a Zoom call and just kind of show you what I do to get homes sold. There's lots of buyers out there and homes are going every day.
You're with Keller Williams, you said?
I am.
Aren't you guys like one of the top
We
companies?
We are the top and we're global.
Oh, good. Is Lisa Axios still there?
Oh, she's the one.
She
And
sold
you know,
quite
I'm
a-
in touch with Lisa daily, so I get a lot of support from Lisa. So you'd be in good hands.
Oh, so you can refer me to her then.
Well, I could.
Or maybe you could work together. And I heard
That
she's one
sounds
of the
better.
best.
We all work together. We're
Sure.
a
Yeah, I'd love
partnership
for you to
here.
come by.
All right, so tomorrow at 3 or Thursday?
Tomorrow, 3
Tomorrow.
works perfect. Yes. You know where we are?
I do. I have your
Okay.
address, so thank you very much. And I'm sorry to catch you at a busy time.
Oh, yeah, just shoveling. So.
Then you should be thanking me.
Right. And it's always good when there's a little humor because it makes people relax. So even if you can put a little silly humor that's not too raw or something, I always find it's nice because people are very tense.
Right.
So Matthew, how about John Carlos calls you and you be your typical expired, you know, upset, grouchy person.
Sure.
Sad, angry, embarrassed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Ring.
Yep. Hello, who is this?
Hi. Good morning. This is John Carlo with Keller Williams Showcase Properties. Is this the homeowner of 123 Main Street?
Yes, it is. And I'm just kind of curious. So what is your interest in the home? Do you have a buyer?
Well, I work with one of the top growing or established firms in the New England region, and we do have a multitude of buyers. We actually saw your listing did expire, and we want to offer our services. Before you get yourself tied up, we do a multi-month contracts for thousands of dollars. Don't you think you owe it to yourself to get just one more opinion about the value of your home?
Well, you know what, you're right. I don't really plan on getting into contract again. I'm just kind of keeping it off the market for the moment. So I agree with that.
I completely understand. It can be very difficult to list your home and not get the results that you're looking for. But doing the same thing over and over each time, expecting a different result, your home didn't sell the first time. So I imagine that it could have been one of three things: the pricing, condition, or location.
Yeah, I mean,
do
like you said, it's frustrating, and I don't really want to do the same thing over again. So what's the difference now putting back on with you versus another agent?
So just out of curiosity, why do you think your home didn't sell?
I don't think the agent, did a good job. And, obviously now is middle of the winter, the pandemic, probably not a good time to sell.
Sure, I completely understand. Are you still planning on moving? Is that still part of your initial plan?
Yeah, still like to move, but no rush. I could live here a little longer if I wanted to. We just wanted to put it on the market, see what we could get for it.
Okay, and when were you planning on moving by?
Whenever this sells, I guess we have to sell this first to find a new place. So we haven't, made any official plans yet.
Say, great, I called you at just the perfect time. I'll come
Yeah.
right over.
Well, I sold $1 million worth of real estate.
They
And
don't
I
care what you
do,
do. They want you to know what you're gonna do for them.
and I love to create an opportunity to, put your home on the market and get as many buyers in the door and be able to facilitate the process and get your home sold. So are you available this week to be able to go over some of the marketing materials and opportunities that Keller Williams and I can put together to help sell your home?
You know, I mean, I'll tell you, like I said, we're not really planning on doing anything at the moment, but be happy if you want to send over, your proposal, and I'll look it over, show it to my wife, and if we're interested, we can call you back. Does that work?
I mean, it's only 15 minutes of your time. I'd love to even be able to do it virtual if you'd like. I could also offer my services through like Zoom or FaceTime. If you're familiar with those apps, would that be possible?
Yeah, I mean, you could probably do a Zoom. It would just have to be at the end of the day because I work during the day. So if you can do it like at night, that's fine.
Great. Perfect. So why don't we try doing this? They said tomorrow around maybe 1 o'clock via Zoom. I can send you the link directly to your phone. Is this the best number to contact you? Or
John probably
Yeah,
not
no, this is the
listening.
best
He
one.
has to work. So what time is he gonna ask you to come?
or if tomorrow doesn't work, we could always try maybe
He
this
wants a
weekend
nighttime appointment.
or a night or later on in the evening. What would work best for you?
Yeah, in the evening I think would work better for me.
Evenings. Okay. Great. So I'll send you the link to the Zoom call directly to this number, and yeah, we'll look forward to touching base later on this evening.
All right, great. And then in the meantime, if you have a buyer, bring them by. Okay.
Absolutely. Well, Matthew, thank you so much for your time,
All right.
and wish you a wonderful day. And we'll talk soon.
All right. Thank you.
So
Do you
everybody
have a
knows,
dog there too?
you guys all know you have Zoom for free for 45 minutes, right?
40 minutes.
Everybody has Zoom free for 45 minutes when you go on there. If you want longer extended time, you have to pay, but everyone gets it free. So, and we track our appointments. How many appointments have you gone on, right? So we track those. A Zoom appointment is an appointment. So
Right.
track those. How many appointments you're going on, and then how many do you actually list, and then you'll start to work on your ratio. Oh, I go on 10 appointments and I only list 5, or I go on 2 appointments and I didn't list any. So then your presentation is maybe not great. Or if you've got a great presentation, you're probably going to close more people. So I know it's 9:14. I hope this was helpful today.
Yes,
Very
we always
helpful.
go over. You want to start earlier?
I know. It's like we always seem to run out of time.
Thank you.
So thank you guys. I really appreciate it. I hope to do this in person again sometime soon.
I love the Zoom just fine. Thank you. I never could get there by 8:30. This is,
Yeah, I know. Maybe I should do an afternoon. Maybe I'll pop one in the afternoon too sometime.
oh, that would be nice too.
But
All right.
I'm going to put those buyer scripts up in a few minutes. So if you guys want to look on the Facebook page, those are going to be good to use when you're calling your buyers and trying to convince them to.
All right, so I'm still
Okay.
Facebook, I have a no aptitude for Facebook. One more time, how do I get into your Facebook account?
It just calls, they say it's a group. You just put in Lisa Axios scripts and tips.
Okay. All right, I'll ask
Oh,
somebody.
you know what? I think I can invite you. Hold on one second. Let me see
Okay.
if I can search by,
JOHN.
oh, okay, JOHN
ETT.
Are you in here? And how do I spell your last name?
Johnson,
Okay,
JOHN, SON, hyphen Fisher. No friends, I'm in there, FISHER.
oh my gosh, sorry, I'm having a
Oh,
problem.
okay. No worries. How come it says no friends to invite?
Maybe, are we not friends on Facebook?
That's a possibility. So, see, I don't know what I'm doing. I have a Facebook page. I don't know what I'm doing with the thing. I don't know how to, I don't know how to use it. So, can somebody have a Facebook class for dummies?
Ah,
There's probably one on YouTube.
Oh, is there, you think?
Oh,
They have
yeah.
everything.
YouTube has everything.
Facebook for dummies, okay. But anyway, yeah, I do have I have a business page and a personal page. So I tend to invite people to my business page.
There she is.
There you are.
That's my personal page.
There's two of them, but I mean, it doesn't really matter which one.
It does matter to me.
Oh, which one do you want me to do?
The real estate, please.
Okay,
Thank
so now what I'll do, I'm gonna send you a message.
I have Messenger too.
Oh, you know what, with this, I can't add you as a friend because you're a realtor.
Really?
I think it's a little bit different, but let me see if I can,
Look at those beautiful people there. Wow.
let's see if I can do it now.
JOHN.
Why do I keep doing that? Sorry.
I'm thinking I need to change my name.
Oh, it's a beautiful name.
All right, I'll change the spelling.
I'm gonna hop off, but thank you.
Okay.
Thanks, guys. Have an awesome day.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Bye.
Thank you, Matt and
Oop.
John Carlo.
Yeah, it doesn't do it unless you're, I guess, because I can't
Bye.
be friends on your business page. I guess that's why.
Really? All right. So then what I need to connect with you, right?
Yeah, so why don't you become friends with me and then I can invite you from there.
Okay. So I can friend you from my business page though, right? Can't I?
I think so.
Okay. All right. Friend you from my
Let's
business.
see if you can do that.
Okay. Let's see. Uh,
See this busy day? I've got to keep going.
oh, look at your schedule.
Yeah, my schedule's kind of crazy. I mean, I do have till 12:30.
Go ahead and do it. I will figure this out.
Figure it out and I'll check and see when the request comes in. I'll make sure to get you in there.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you. Have an awesome day. I love seeing your nice smiley face in the morning.
Thank you. We
And
enjoy
you really did do well. See, Teresa even noticed that she was surprised that you were just off the cuff. So this is working. It's working for you.
helping a lot.
Now
Thank-
just get into action.
yeah, I just gotta practice more. More practice makes
But
perfect.
no, just start picking up the phone. You got it. It's all. And the more, when you start having problems, like we're problem solvers. Think about this. Someone wants to buy, someone wants to sell. It's a problem. We get paid to fix that
Solve
problem.
that problem.
So, but if we're not there for them, we can't. So just, reach out to people
Okay.
and try another CMA. I want to hear glowing reports about your market analysis from people.
Oh, really? Okay. All right. I have a few I have to send out. I've been calling and people
Good.
want, but the only reason I haven't, well, I would send those out anyway, but yeah, anyway, yes, I have some.
Yeah, let people know what you do. Let them not forget that you're right there for them.
Right there for them, yeah. I have this other script that I put together just to say that I'm calling because I'm a neighbor and I'm a realtor and I want to become your resource for all things real estate.
Awesome.
Like that.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Do that all around your neighborhood. I'm the neighborhood expert and I want to be your realtor. You could even ask them this, hi, this is Jonette. I'm your neighbor and I'm also a realtor. I was wondering, when you have a real estate need, what realtor do you go to? Do you have a realtor? Well, yeah, I have Joe Schmo, whatever, my friend in New Hampshire. Well, I'm the local real estate expert. So would you mind if I took down some information and I can share with you what's going on in the neighborhood?
Right.
And then
Yeah. I
and
tell
I'm
them,
offering a free market analysis because
Yeah.
you might even need money to take out for a home equity line of credit to pay off student loan bills or things like that.
Right.
So wouldn't it be great to know your equity position?
equity position. Yeah, nice.
Have you refinanced in the past year or two? Because the rates are so low and I can give you the number of an amazing mortgage broker that can give you a great rate.
Yeah.
So
mortgage brokers, yeah.
Mhm.
I've also been telling them I'm gonna be publishing a quarterly newsletter with tips and featuring local businesses and points of interest in Randolph. So hopefully,
That's awesome.
like that.
Randolph's hot, hot, hot.
Okay. So we'll see how that works.
I better get off here. I don't know if there's
Okay,
another.
I know you gotta go. I'm sorry.
Surprised we're not
All
kicked
right,
off
nice
yet.
to see you. Okay, bye-bye.